Jamaica, the world at large, you have saved a next businessman.
You posted a video on social media. Can you tell us why you decided to go to social media with that video?
I was frustrated. I was giving up. It was like I was on the verge. And I did not went to the media, like social media itself. What I did was to post the video within my WhatsApp contact. Because, like, for example, you have your friends and you're like saying, you go to a field, so you just reach out to them to explain to them that's what happened. So I did not go to the big media. I posted to my friends, and one of my friends passed it on to the big media, which I am grateful for.
Okay, so give us some more information. What was it that you were going through at the time?
Alright, so specifically work. Everywhere I go for work, they're saying that I don't have any experience, I don't have any qualification. If I do get a work, it's like they're trying to use me, like pay me like 500 a day or something like that. So I'm like, come on, I'm just trying to do the right, I know that I have made mistakes in the past, but I don't want to be used against me. All I want to do is just to stay on the right path. So I was there seeking for work, trying for work, going out there looking it, and I'm not getting through with no help. It's just being negative. I just got frustrated at that point because I know persons out there who are doing a lot of wrong things and they are being successful at it. So why me, who's trying to do the right, is having it so hard? So I just got really fed up.
Okay, so that specific day, where were you coming from and what were you doing or where were you seeking a job from?
Alright, so that specific day I was coming from Super Errand. It's a company that do delivery. So the day before that was the Monday. I got the job at the Monday. The first day on the job I had problems with the police in terms of the bike and me not having a learner. So they gave me a chance. On the second day, I was coming from home with the bike, carrying back the bike to work because I was able to ride the bike home the evening. So while going back to Montego Bay with the bike started to smoke, started to catch fire. I was like, what is this? So I called the boss. He told me that, all right, they're going to come for the bike. They came for the bike and told me that I would have to stay out for a couple of days before anything happened. So here I was now, frustrated. I didn't have any fear to come back home, any money. I'm broke and I'm like, what is happening? Why every work I get there's some issue? Prior to that, I went to a call center and they had some issues with their technical team, so I had to stay out of that job also until that was resolved. So I'm like, come on, everywhere I turn there's some issue with the work, or what is it, me as the person, or what is it? So I really got frustrated and I'm like, come on, rent so due for pay. What me I go do? Me not have no money. Me no want to come to the landlord and tell her I say, me not have no money. So I got frustrated. I was like, come on, man, what is it? I started to question myself. What is it I am doing? What is it that everything I try just keep on failing? So I just got really fed up.
Okay. You were a part of a mentorship program with NCU or the Seventh-day Adventist denomination.
The West Jamaica Conference.
Yes. Tell us when you joined that program.
I joined that last year about October, November.
Okay. What was the program all about?
It was the program is all about reaching out to us as young people, helping us, guiding us along the right path. That's what the program is basically about. So persons would reach out to you, assist you, like with counseling, etc.
So how did you hear about the program and join it?
Alright, so I'm a part of the Seventh-day Adventist denomination.
Which church do you attend?
I attend the Mount Care Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Okay.
I was born and raised in the Seventh-day Adventist Church by my father, who was a Seventh-day Adventist. So even though I kind of differ from the religion, the whole concept of Christ was still within me, because as the Bible says, train up a child in the way that he should grow, that when he's old he will not depart from it. So even though I was out there and I was doing otherwise, I still had that inside of me telling me that Christ is still the answer. You can see here right now I have 100 chicken. I should have had 150 for the start. But due to the fact that everything happened so fast, I was lucky enough to get 100, because what happened is that you have to pre-order the chicken from like 2 days or 3 days before. So I was lucky enough to get 100. So coming Tuesday, hopefully I'll get another 150. As you can see right now, it's 100 there. I have feedings over there. I have 2.5 bags of feeding. So that's because what happened is that I can't have all of the feeding here at once because they will get stale. So I paid for the feeding, have them put down. So every time I need, I will just go there and collect.
Okay, so is it donations from persons that you've used for this project?
Yes, the first set of donation, this was it. And I told them that if I got the start, I would do it. So I keep my word, show them that here it is. So here's what I said I would do with the money. Right, so apart from the whole business aspect, I would love to go back to school. That's the main thing. So far I would have reached out to another in Caribbean University, expressing my interest in joining their business admin with along with my mentor, who's Mr. Alan Green, a host on the West Jamaica Conference platform. He is now guiding me along that line. So yeah, and when I grow up, what I want to be, I want to be a pastor or a counseling psychology, where I can counsel young youth out there who would have been through similar situation or would have gone through the rough just like me. Yeah, so that's basically the dream. Or overall, I want to be a businessman, successful businessman, a man who can reach out to other young people, help them back to school. You know, that's the main plan, to be a successful businessman so I can reach out back to persons out there. Because many persons out there, they need a help just like this. And if it can happen for me, it can happen for many more. Because as I said, it isn't easy. But if we get the help as young people, I believe that we can move mountains.
Reid is my tenant. I take him in as my son. When he came here for rental for the house, so I take him for my son and I always guiding him, talk to him about any problems he has. He come to me and we sit and we talk. So whenever there's anything, I give him advice. So guide him in which way to go. Right. So he's a good behaving young man, and I'm a person, I like people who have manners and respect. So Michael is a very respectable young man. He respects me a lot, and I respect him. I take him as my son. I even bring him to church, and I always pray for him and all of that. Morning when I saw the video, tears come to my eyes, because I know his struggle, I know his problems that he's having. And I felt it as a mother. So I try to reach out for him for prayer. And so I really appreciate people coming in and helping him, because he really needs the help.
I would have been Michael's mentor, having been on the set with him in an interview a few months ago. Listening to his past, he really went through a dark phase as a youngster. He was drafted into a mentorship program at the West Jamaica Conference, being guided, as you know, reaching out to at-risk youth, marginalized youth, as they would describe them, street and working children, trying to see how best we can put them back on the mainstream of life. But somewhere along the line, we lost Michael off the radar, until we saw the video that went viral, of him really crying out for help and, begging the world to pray for him so that the worst will not be realized. Now, with that video, I was able to make contact with Michael, and we see how best we can put a program together, again, to guide this specific issue that he's going through. Because, when you would have assessed him, analyzed him, as a youngster, he had so many things flashing through his head. He was in a very vulnerable state. This video, as you know, would have really got the attention of the world. And so many people would have really reached out to me, just trying to see if this is authentic, if it's real. And I would have said to them, yeah man, I know Michael, and he has gone through a phase, and definitely we are trying to see how best we can put him back on the mainstream.
I am overjoyed, it's a wonderful feeling, because I was at the verge of going like crazy, and so much persons called me, assisted. You guys have saved me from the prison, from death, and I really appreciate it very, very much. That persons out there still assisting persons. It's coming from my heart how grateful I am, people. Jamaica, the world at large, you have saved a next businessman. You have saved a future businessman right here. So yeah, I want to say a big, big thank you to the world at large. Whether for the prayers, the financial, everything, it's really appreciated. thank you very much. So if you could not send money and you send prayers, it was $1 million.